was on 2 litres of vodka and like 3 litres of cider a day.
Oh.
My father started playing for Man United when he was just 17. By the late 60s, he'd become a football superstar, but developed a drinking problem along with his celebrity lifestyle. After 6 years of marriage, the drinking became too much and my mother left, taking me to live in America. From then on, I mostly saw my dad during holidays to the UK.
Oh, look at you.
Terrified.
Oh.
The entrance of a superstar.
Your dad was drunk every single day for 30 years. And I didn't want you to see the downward spiral that your poor dad was on. You were busy chasing father, trying to develop a relationship, which developing a relationship with an alcoholic is impossible to do because they are inherently the world's most selfish people.
Yeah.
So that you could never have done. Your father loved his fans, and they loved him. So there's Dad, there's the back of Dad reaching up to the fans who are reaching down to George, and there's hands going towards each other, right? And there, in the bottom of the left-hand corner, tugging on George's trouser leg, is you.
Whenever I'd think about asking him a question or finding out, why are you drinking, why aren't we doing this, you know, he'd shut me out.
I think every family has somebody who drinks too much in it, so they all understand what you went through to a certain degree, but never knowing your father sober was a really hard part. You know, that stuff hurts.
I remember this time, though.
Yeah.
This I remember when I came over, I was about 11 or 12, and I knew my dad was drinking at the time because he would go out in the same tracksuit every day.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't really care about his appearance. Yeah. And the beard was growing, and wasn't really giving him stuff. No. And I remember the alcohol used to make his fingers peel.
Yeah, he had psoriasis, really bad psoriasis, do you remember?
It was just all alcohol-induced.
What a waste.
When parents choose drink over their children, the emotional and psychological impact is huge. Dominic is 17 and lives in Wakefield with his mother. At times, his mother's drinking has made him feel completely helpless.
I actually once walked into my mother's room. I found about 20, 30 empty bottles of vodka just laying across the side of the bed. And it scared me because I thought, how can anyone drink that much?
I had just flown over from Los Angeles. I think I was like 15. And as soon as I got into town, he went on a bender, which he usually did. I remember my dad came in the door just stumbling, just one of those, his eyes were everywhere and he was stumbling. And he's going, you know, you're not mine, you know, you're not my kid, you know, F you, you this, you that, you don't belong to me, you're not my kid. And I'm going, oh, Dad, no, Dad, sorry, Dad, I've just come into town. And then I stand up to try to like go towards him, and I remember he grabbed me by the throat, picked me up, literally picked me up against the wall. And I remember before that thinking, oh, I'm 15, 16, I can handle this. He picked me up against the wall and then just swung, hit me, laid me out on the floor. And I got back up, and I remember I started crying, and I was like, Dad, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, listen, I'm just here. I was waiting for you to come home. And he goes, you're not my effing kid. You're not my kid. Get out of here, you piece of shit. And then I remember the next day he was up earlier than usual. He was up at 9 straight to the pub to make sure he didn't have to address the fact of what happened the night before. I was too scared to bring it up because I didn't want to provoke some kind of anger. And he didn't want to bring it up because obviously I think he had felt quite guilty about it. And it just went on and it was never talked about again. That guy that came in and then gave me a hit wasn't my dad. He was taken over by brandy and by wine. The fact is, it might look like your mom or your dad, but you know, that alcohol, those bottles of booze have turned your dad or mother into a completely different person.